What's going on, guys? It is the Bad Wolf himself, and we are going to be talking about removing fingerprints. Not from you personally, unless you're doing some criminal activity, and we don't condone that here in the nation of the Bad Wolf, the den of the wolf, Levitica. We don't do that here. I will tell you, though, it is not wise to touch a hot light bulb. It takes months for your fingerprints to grow back. All I'm saying. But what are we talking about really though? Well, we're going to be talking about how to remove your fingerprints from the authorities, the legal database. Okay. But there are some inclusions, exclusions, things you need to do, and merits that you may have to qualify for in order to do this. So today, we're going to go up north and we're going to be in Wisconsin. All right. So let's see what this particular brochure that I came across has to say about removing either your criminal record or your fingerprints from the database. And let's see what they have to say over there.
Criminal. Hopes, //DOJ.state. Hopes.
Okay, apparently doesn't like to read. I don't even know where to start on this. It's like a trifold or something that they got here. So bear with me. I'm just going to try to do it this way, highlight the area, and then
Wisconsin Department of Justice Josh K.U.L. Attorney General.
that's the only thing it read when I literally highlighted this whole section. Okay, try over here. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, fine, whatever. Jeez Louise, come on, let's try it again.
Wisconsin Department of Justice Josh K.U.L.
All right. So this anyway, I'll just have to do it the old school way and read it myself painstakingly. All right. So apparently this was revised back in January 7th, 2019. So it is a little bit older. And this is dealing with the Department of Justice, the DOJ in Wisconsin, criminal records, questions and answers. So it goes, is what's on my criminal record important? Okay, well, obviously we already know that yes, your certain employers and other in law enforcement are going to use it, blah, blah, blah. How can information be removed? Qualifying information may be removed from state criminal history record by submitting a fingerprint record removal request. Form to the Crime Information Bureau. This form is available online at Department of Justice, State, Wisconsin, U.S., blah, 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 forms. Any associated information maintained at the federal level will also be removed. So that's fire. Okay. So apparently you have to look up your state's fingerprint record removal request, get it to the Crime Information Bureau. Okay. Then your Department of Justice, and they can remove it from the state and federal. So let's see what else says. Court files may be expunged upon three situations: misdemeanor or certain felonies committed by a person under the age of 25 when ordered at sentencing, a juvenile adjudicated delinquent upon request once juvenile reaches 18, and if the convicted adjudicated delinquent. So, okay, here's the thing too. You can also apply with your mayor and governor to get your fingerprints removed or expunge your record or have it sealed. You can look up your state's forms on it. If there's no form, write them a letter on it and they'll tell you how to do it. Okay. Where may criminal records be found? Law enforcement, prosecuting agency, courthouse, criminal federal levels. What causes the creation of the criminal record? Well, duh, doing something illegal. But also, here's the thing. If you were not convicted, if they took your information, arrested you, your fingerprints, your pictures, and whatever else, you have a right to have that removed because you were not convicted. So unless they found you guilty, you can have it removed. So it says, is the arrest information removed from my record? Well, Wisconsin law allows for the removal of arrest information from the state criminal history record only when the person arrested is not charged or all charges are dismissed by the court. So if they never prosecuted you and it sat there in limbo, or they arrested you, had a court trial, and they didn't say you're guilty, you're a criminal, then you can have them remove it. So let's go on. This removal is not automatic. Of course not. They want to keep your stuff on file. Duh. And the person is required to submit a written request along with a single fingerprint used to verify identity. Sure, you would needed that, right? Any record removed at the state level for which a federal criminal history record exists is forwarded to the FBI for removal there as well. No information is removed unless requested by the subject of the record. Requests for removal at the state repository do not require removal of any information from the law enforcement agency, prosecutor, or court records. Is a charge automatically removed from my state records when the offense is expunged by a court? No. Information may only be removed upon request if all charges resulted in no conviction. Courts may expunge records that do not qualify for removal from the state criminal history repository. Certain depositions, meaning you going to them and pleading, may be expunged by the court, but may not be removed from the state record. The state record is noted to reflect that the court record was expunged. I was pardoned. Will the charge be removed from my record? No. A pardon will not remove the information. The criminal history record will reflect the fact that a pardon was granted. The notion should negate use of the arrest information for a variety of purposes. So there you have it. If you were not convicted and they have your prints and your stuff and you don't want them to have it, put in a request to have your information removed. You want your pictures removed, put in a request. Now, I know some information that will help speed that along. So if you want to do a consultation, we can definitely do that. But understand that if they did not convict you, you can have all of that removed and deleted from their database, but they're not going to just do it because they want you to go out there and possibly commit a crime. And they know exactly who it is. Now, I'm not saying you should be doing this for those purposes at all. I'm just saying you have that as a right. And as long as you're not doing anything illegal or fraudulent or whatever else, you should be fine. Matter of fact, they have a lot of people's, mine included. I didn't get convicted, but I also don't care if they have them or not. Because if I do something stupid and I put them out there, eventually they will find them at some point in time from somebody or somewhere. DNA they can pull from it and know it was me anyway. So I'm not particularly worried about it. But will I say, does it irk me that they have them? Yeah, for many reasons, including some legal and lawful reasons. But I got nothing to hide, and I'm not worried about it. So if you do not want them to have your fingerprints and your picture or whatever else, petition the court, go get the proper forms and submit them to have them removed. If you have information and you are a felon or whatever else is on your record and it is keeping you from getting a job, write them a letter, including your district attorney and all of them, and say, hey, and your mayor and your governor, I would like to have this removed or sealed or expunged. It is causing me not to be able to get a job. I have been good for X amount of years. I haven't been in any problems. I'm grown now. I was stupid. I ran with gangs, whatever. And if I need to do, I've already paid my restitution. You don't have to put this extra part in here, but you could also include, I'm willing to do some extra community service. I'm willing to help you generate awareness to people, to youth doing crime, if you help me out with this scenario. It sweetens the deal. Have people write in letters for you and get your information out of their hands. That's all.